Hello, my adoring fans. You join me looking at the control system for a loo in Japan. If you're not a bit confused, you're lying, because these things, they require some kind of degree. But after struggling with that mental task, I went on a run. I woke up a bit earlier today and I was like, I might go on a run. And I had a good time. Did a 5k in under 30 minutes. Not massively impressive, but bearing in mind I've become a sphere, it's pretty good. And then along the way I saw these little paths across the river, so of course I ran across them. More like slowly walked, because they were a bit dubious. But, some of them with shapes of turtles, so that's fun. Seems like they followed me from Gilly. Then I had some breakfast, bought for me by Madeline. Thank you, Madeline.
You're welcome.
Then here she is, styling her new Calcifer tote bag. Calcifer's holding on to dear life, onto a log of wood.
Yes.
Kind of how I felt on the run, to be honest. Then we got on a bus and we went to see some Japanese school children. No, actually we didn't. We went to the Golden Pavilion, which is a pavilion. It's golden. And as far as I can tell, it's basically a retirement home for a Japanese ruler. And it's, pretty good. I feel like the outside probably better than the inside, just because the outside was pretty good. But we saw, his little personal garden and lake and stuff. And I think, as with almost all buildings in Japan, this has at some point been destroyed by someone or something and has been rebuilt to emulate it. Apologies for the cars. We are in a city which actually has cars now. Yeah, it was cool looking around. There were lots of fish. There was a cave with a sign. Who knows what this Japanese means? I don't, that's for sure. But it was exciting to see signs with Japanese on. Maybe one day I'll know. But here's Maddie and I throwing some coins. And apparently if you get them in the little bowl, you get some luck or something. Took me a couple of tries, but bang! Another temple, Japanese tourism thing. Task achieved, riding high after the spear. Although I feel like this one's a bit more common than the spear. But we continued to look at the nice, peaceful gardens. There was another pile of money, which we didn't throw anything into, because Maddie had used up all our money to try and get the other one. I continued to take these aesthetic shots. This, I think, is what the inside of the building looks like, which is why I think the outside is considerably better. But back on the bus we go. This time to a Zen garden. Or maybe it was multiple Zen gardens. I'm not actually 100% sure.
5 Zen gardens in one.
Apparently 5 Zen gardens in one.
Yeah, so they each were different.
Each of them were different. One of them was very small.
And one was the smallest rock
smallest
garden
one,
in
but
Japan.
more importantly,
That is classed as a Zen garden.
So smallest rock garden in Japan that is classed as a Zen garden.
Zen garden.
But more importantly, they had this gun, which is the oldest gun in Japan. So
They're a lot old.
yeah, no idea why, but they did. Lots of raking of sand and stuff.
Yeah,
rocks.
it was raked so well. Like, my intrusive thoughts were like, step on it, like all the way through it.
Fortunately,
but
Maddie,
I didn't do that.
I could overpower her, so the intrusive thoughts didn't win.
I was just looking at it for ages. Everyone was like zen in their meditation. I was like, should I touch it?
let me put my toe in it. But yeah, so we looked around. There were lots of rooms where the abbot of possibly this monastery, I think it was a monastery, not sure, where he was chilling. Lots of rooms. People come visit him. They chill in the rooms. I guess you need rooms. Like, people need to live there. More gardens. This bit was like, I think I went a bit overboard with the videoing, but when I start doing something, I find it hard to let go. Also, we're enjoying Japan so much that it's nice just like having everything on a video for me to look up later. So continuing, blah 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 blah, lots more rooms, blah 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 blah. Bit samey, sorry, but entertainment. So Maddie obviously fits in Japan. Alex does not fit in Japan, unfortunately. I'm about a head too tall. Then I saw this well as we were about to leave, which was fun. And then we got on a bus again, and this time it was a bit more crammed. I got violated by a few old women walking past me. It was no big deal, because then we went to this Pokemart. And by Pokemart, I mean an actual shop, but it plays Pokemon music when you enter. So that was probably the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Sponsor.
Yeah, it is. And then we went to a ramen restaurant where you don't need to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
You do it all by a vending machine or
Buy a
some
little
piece of
sheet
paper,
that you can-
and they don't even let you see the dude's face. Just a pair of hands appear.
and deliver you your ramen.
So it was very fun. I have to say, maybe not my preference forever, but for one or twice, a couple of times a week, I could see myself being like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to anyone.
And I think you really liked it.
And it was a very fun novelty, and the ramen itself was delicious.
I made
Probably
sure,
the best I've ever
I went
had.
to it yesterday where Alex was
Yeah.
standing like a stray dog. But they're a bit stingy with their meat portion.
Yeah, so Maddie hooked me up with the
So I
technique.
told him to get some extra meat
Yeah.
because it is like, it's quite expensive for
Yeah,
ramen.
and also we had such a busy afternoon planned
Yeah.
of going to do Kendo. So we walked over to the dojo, and in the dojo, Maddie and I got dressed up. We mastered the art of Kendo.
Yeah.
Well, I mastered the art. You'll see
We
that
had a
Maddie actually.
long battle.
Maddie is actually quite significantly far from mastering the art. But we got all the equipment, all the kit.
He told me I was good.
The guy lied. He told us all we were good. I can guarantee not a single one of us was good. Except for me, obviously. I have 2 victories, 0 losses. Now, don't question that my opponent was a 5'4" girl. But I mean, you'll see the blistering speed at which I destroyed her. But here I am getting my helmet put on, which was like fine, but a bit uncomfortable. Not sure the guy, I think he might have put it on my face wrong. I think I have a strange shaped face. I also think that everything is made for Japanese people who are very small, so, you know. Bit of a negative, but it was fun. Here I am. It's like, I felt like I was a knight, or I guess a samurai back in the day, getting kitted up, and here I am in full lethal weapon. Absolute beast. Hear me chi boosting. Maddie we had a competition of who could chi boost the louder. I won. I also won the hitting her on the head battle that we just had. Now, you might have blinked and missed it, but yeah, I fucking
That is a reenactment.
one-shot her
because
immediately.
That's not the official.
No, but it's literally exactly the same. I just
No, it
demolished her.
wasn't. You didn't
So
just
after
demolish
demolishing
me.
her, I demolished this snack. I will ban you from this video.
This
Bella.
is live.
And then look how grumpy she is, walking along. Apparently she didn't lose.
Twice, 2-0.
But then I took her to cheer her up.
This is propaganda.
I took her to the like little walkway things I saw this morning over the river. She was very happy. We went over them 3 times because we actually needed to cross the river. But she wanted to see the turtle ones, which are slightly further away. So, like the adoring fiance that I am, I hooked her up. Here's Maddie trying to do a speed record. She did all right. But I have to say, I don't think her heart was fully in it due to the risk of falling and losing all her worldly possessions. But then we walked past the Domino's, walked into a gong cha, as is tradition. Kind of feels like we're back in Australia for a second.
Yeah.
But no, fortunately, we are in Japan. And then we walked out for dinner, and this was basically a yakitori place. So meat on stick with the occasional giant beer thrown in. And some edamame beans. Yeah, it was pretty good. We had some rice. It was a bit frustrating. They didn't let you just order rice. You had to order rice and broth. So we're still a bit peckish, which you'll see later is rectified. But yeah, I mean, this was some like baked cheese thing. It was all really tasty, all really good. We had some liver, which was just tasted like pate, but not in pate.
Turns out that
It's a bit strange. Had some chicken heart. It's pretty good. I actually quite like that. And then yeah, we just had normal chicken, which is unsurprisingly quite similar to normal chicken. So no shock on that one. And then we left, and we walked to
Yeah, I want a bit of a
a
jerky
7-Eleven,
pants, I think.
bought some breakfast for tomorrow, and bought Maddie a pancake and fried chicken sandwich. So I hope everyone has a good day, and adios!